I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Where I
Yes.
get confused again, and not to say that this isn't a very talented player, and not
Yeah.
to say that I don't understand the signing from the simple
Yeah.
fact of it's a market opportunity and he's very fucking talented. I'm once again just at like, where the fuck does he fit? I know it's off the left. Is João Pedro now at the 9? I
Yeah,
just
he can
become
play there.
lost. I just I
We
will see.
got options.
Yeah,
We got options.
that is true. You have
And
options.
And a big problem we had in the second half of last season, we didn't have options. Pedro Neto played up top for 3 months. And Kunku was a touchline winger. It was awful. Um, I think again, everything you said is very reasonable. He's a very talented player. We've all seen that. We've heard his name for so long. But yeah, he's a 10. Cole Palmer's a 10. That raises a question. That's fair. I think you throw Palmer on the right, Xavi at the 10, Xavi on the left, Palmer at the 10. I think these guys are players who operate in the middle. And I think again, I've used this rhetoric before. I think the sporting directors are starting to bring in players Maresca wants. I think he had to earn that last year, and I think he did. We're starting to sign just different profiles in the attack. Pedro and Jackson are probably the most similar, but I think for the most part, you just have varying profiles all over the place. I can even see for playing against like a relegation side, playing a 5 in the back, he can play in midfield, like with Palmer and just the 3-1-6, just everyone forward. I think he can do that. So I'm really excited about the signing. I just think Morgan Rogers isn't attainable. That was still who probably I preferred, probably just because I've seen it week in, week out. I know exactly what he brings. But I think Xavi can definitely bring to this team what I think Morgan Rogers. So a very similar ilk of player. So yeah, I'm all in for it. I'm pretty gassed. I'm seeing the price doesn't look very at all. Eze's really the only other name I could think of that would make sense. 27, high wages, no resale value. I think Xavi's probably the best we can do
Has market
because
opportunity.
Morgan Rogers,
Yeah, great
if
market.
you can get that done, it's at the deadline. It's right at the 11th hour. Little PSR swap. So I think it's smart. We're going to go into our mini preseason with him. We're not buying players right at the end of the window and trying to integrate them. So I'm glad we're getting out ahead of it. Little Club World Cup hangover, and then all of a sudden they snap back. So yeah, hopefully these ones get over the line within the next few days because Xavi's getting competition from Bayern, Arsenal. I don't think Arsenal are in on this just because they're gonna have to sell and they're still prioritizing Eze, but Bayern can definitely get this guy over the line if they really wanted to. I can see that happening. But
I'm shocked that they're not.
best you can do is in Kunku, boys. Sorry. We're gonna have to get this one.
Yeah.
And then 35 million, he's all yours.
And I'm gonna toss it over to Emil here. My only question for him is just the physicality. He's a small guy. The Premier League is, and that's my only question mark that I've got over him as a player is like, can he hold up to the Premier League game? Like the game just moves faster, and I think like Nkunku is just like kind of a very easy comp to pull here because
Yeah, of course.
and he's dealt with his fair share. This is a much smaller player than that, and not a great ball striker. He's much more flair and passing than he is anything else.
Disagree with that take. Did you see the
scored
goal he
10
scored against England?
Just because he can score a good goal does not
No,
make him a ball striker.
I think you just explained why they got him though, because
Yeah,
I know
no,
a lot last season is what we were saying is like if Cole Palmer isn't going, there's no creativity.
that's a good point. Yeah,
They've picked up a couple guys to add to that, but this is just another one of those. If he's not a finisher of the football, it's fine. You have João Pedro now, and you have Delap now. They can put the ball in the back of the net. Even Nico Jackson, if he's still there. Um, but you need guys that can get them the ball, and I think
true.
he's going to be really good at maintaining the ball for them, and just opening up those chances. I'm not expecting anything too crazy to start off, but he could surprise us. I think that's been his story, kind of his entire
Good
career,
point.
that he's just really talented, and we're waiting for him to actually pop off and show himself as like a top player in this football game. Um, but it's always next year with him, I think. And this is one of the players that I feel like I've heard links of for years now. And he did get that move, didn't really work out, and now this is another one.
Yeah,
Where did it not work out? PSG?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was
Yeah,
young
because
as hell.
yeah,
Exactly.
he was
But
super
like,
young, and then went out on loan to PSV. Did pretty good over there, and then it always kind of seemed, at least as an outsider, that he not scared of it, but almost preferred that comfortable move. Like, oh yeah,
mhm.
Leipzig. Like, yeah, let me develop here.
He
And
may have needed the
oh, I don't
stepping
want. I
stone.
want to
Yeah.
reject this team. I'll stay at Leipzig. But again, if he's saying I want to go to that team, seeing the guys that are playing in similar positions to him, maybe the switch is flipped, and maybe it's like, it's time. We got to do this. We got to get
That's fair.
this
Yeah.
career up and running. And I think he's been really good over in Germany. He's one of the star players and marquee players in that league. But again, to your point, Leipzig grouped, didn't really compete in the Champions League or the league, not in any Europe, I believe. So yeah, it's time to do it on a big stage.
No, he's a great talent. I am fully expecting him to be a success at Chelsea. It's just kind of been the MO. I just have concerns only on the physical end of the game, and just curious how he can hold up. I don't know what his durability is like, to be honest with you. I don't watch enough Bundesligas to tell you.